from two different nationalities a text. And I said, hey, are you coming over with breakfast? It was in the morning. And I did that, Streeter. And so one lady who was a Hispanic, and then the other lady was a African American. And African American said, are you going to send for me? When you send for me, then we'll figure it out when I get there. Now the Hispanic lady said, what do you want, baby? I'm on the way.
Uh-oh.
Ain't no uh-oh. Ain't no uh-oh. Ain't no
Uh-oh.
There's no uh-oh. The Hispanic girl said, what you want, baby? I'm on the way. Bring it to you. I'm like, oh shit. Julio Raimundo was ready to go.
Does that have anything to do with ethnicity or background, or that just have to do with the women and how they was raised? Be careful now.
I'm not gonna throw all black women. Listen, I'm not gonna throw. Let me put my hunters. I got a hunter outfit on today because I'm gonna hunt these motherfuckers today. I'm hunting today. I am hunting today. I'm hunting today. Hey, I don't think. No, I will never say all black women. I would never say all Hispanic women. And just like I don't want anybody to say all black men or all men. I hate when women do that. Oh, y'all being like this here. No, don't judge me how these other guys, but these two ladies, obviously, were going down totally different path. One lady, and like, I mean, I only been with one Hispanic woman. I want to think she was, she was a white Hispanic lady.
Look,
hey, let me tell you.
Fridays, man. Let me tell you. You on Fridays, man. You ain't never been with. Okay, so last Friday,
one Hispanic lady. We did it. Listen, we did it in the freezer. In one of my clubs. Yeah, I confess.
Last Friday, you said you had been with no white women ever. Now this Friday, you saying you grew up in the middle of Cayocho and have only had one.
I grew up in Liberty City, not Cayocho. No, long way from Cayocho. I was with one Hispanic woman. She was Hispanic and white. She was white Hispanic.
You grew up in the middle of La 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 Bamba, and you've only had one chica.
Only one.
Come on, man. Come on, man. We gotta get a lot of take the test and hear some shit.
Look at Marvin.
Come on, man.
Marvin Miller's talking about he's still trying to find a picture of Rochelle.
Melvin, that's the villain, dog. Shout out to my boy Melvin, man.
Y'all villains are weak. Y'all can't find a picture. Hey, but I only one. I've been one.
In the comment section, man. If you believe Luke only been with one chica growing up in Miami, Florida, getting on stage with us, and he only had one Spanish girl, put a thumbs up. But if you think he lying, thumbs down.
On Friday, I'm gonna put a picture of her on.
This man coming here on Friday on the bullshit every Friday.
The day is not Friday, Streeter. It's Wednesday.
It ain't Friday. It is Wednesday.
It's garbage day. It's the garbage day.
Wednesdays and
Friday. Trucks come get the garbage today.
So you lying on Wednesdays and Fridays?
Only one Hispanic lady. And we did it.
So Luke say one Hispanic lady.
We did it in the freezer.
In the freezer? What freezer?
In the freezer. I had this big ass freezer in my club. And we were in there and she just got tired of it. Like I'm known for running. I'm known for teasing and I'm known for running. And I was running and that woman came up in that freezer and she took it. She violated me.
You took it. You felt violated?
I felt violated. Because when I had to sit up on that box of whatever it was, I don't even remember what it was. But that's a whole nother story. I mean,
so you felt violated, though? Nobody in the comment section believes you, Luke. Everybody thumb down, though.
They don't believe that I only had one Hispanic woman.
Nobody believes you, bro.
Hey, listen, man. I look at it like this here. With these black women, we got light, bright, damn near white. We got mixed. We got all flavors. So I don't discriminate. Now I don't discriminate. I can at some point end up with Bo Derek or somebody, a leader, Joe the leader of one of them. I can't do that, but at the end of the day, it's not right now. I be nervous. I'm really, to be honest with you, I'm nervous. I be nervous to date white women because they can easily call up and say, he hit me, you know, and then next thing you know, your ass going up under the jail.
Yeah. It's
I feel like
down.
I'll be living like I'll be living and have to look over my head all the time. And Lord knows if she called me the N-word, if she called me at the N-word, then it's really gonna be a problem, Streeter. I'm not gonna put my hands on a woman. I'm never gonna do that, but I ain't even getting to that. And then there ain't gonna be no you people. Well, you people, you know what I'm saying? And then I gotta freely say crackers. I gotta be like, yo, these crackers is fucked up. If I can't say these crackers fucked up, you know, and then she gotta feel comfortable saying these niggas fucked up. And when she say that, that's gonna be a problem. So I don't need to be getting into nothing I don't need to get into. Man, we got all types of beautiful black women. You know, hey, look, melanated skin. You can get you a Colombian, you can get you a Dominican, you can get all these type of, you know, but when when you got to go and get you got to go and get the European Hispanic woman. I'm scared of the European Hispanic woman, and I'm scared of the white woman. And you do know the difference between European.
The European Hispanic women.
They are white.
Talk to me. Educate the people.
European, say for instance, like Cubans. And those are my friends. I love Cubans. My great-great-grandmother is Cuban. Ha, ha, ha. You got that, Nico. Add that to your repertoire. So here's the deal. You have, in Cuba, you have black Afro-Cubans. You have Afro-Dominicans. You have Afro everything. And so in Cuba, you have European Cubans, which are more from Spain, like Ken Hall said. And so there's what you call Spaniards. They're the white Cubans. And so when you had the revolution and Castro came and took over, you had mostly European Hispanics that fled to Miami and the Bay of Pigs. You know what I'm saying? So it's different. They're more down the lines of white, like Mario Cristobal. He's a European Cuban. He's not an Afro-Cuban. Afro-Cubans look just like us. You go to Cuba, Streeter, and you will see some of the most beautiful Afro-Cuban women, black women over there. I mean, like black with blue eyes and shit. I mean, drop dead gorgeous, fine as fuck. You know, and that's what it is. And that is how, exactly. That is why they call it, like Eddie's just said, they call them Afro-Cubans.
Right.
They're more black and they're melanated. They look just like us. Christopher Columbus dropped off people. They dropped them off everywhere. They ain't just dropped them off in America. And that's how that works, Streeter. That's why you see a lot of those you see a lot of Afro-Cubans over there playing baseball. They're heavy into sports. They're no different than us as African Americans. You know, that's why I be getting a little ticked off in these conversations about who's descended of slaves. All of us were slaves. Everybody that came from Africa and got put on that Christopher Columbus boat, who came from Spain, he's a Spaniard, and went and got the slaves and dropped them off to all these different islands. We all are one. If you're Cuban, you're black. That's what Eddie just said. Shouts out to Eddie. Eddie said, if you're Cuban, you're black. Eddie, is Mario black? You can't say that. Is Manny Diaz black? No, but we ain't gonna do that. No, that's a whole other conversation. Hey, welcome to the show.
I want to do something different today, though.
You want me to welcome the people? Or I already did that. Go ahead.
You welcomed them already?
You talk about, ladies and gentlemen. This is nasty work. I am the nasty. Streeter is the work. He does all the work. You'll see him put some graphics up on here. He does the work. He knows everything. But Thank you and welcome to the show, ladies and gentlemen. We're going to have us a good time. We're on all different social media platforms. We are on Twitter. We are on Facebook. We are on YouTube. We're everywhere. We're on Footballville platforms. We're also on yours truly, Uncle Luke platforms, all over the place. I don't know what you just put up there, but go ahead, say what you. It's on
listen,
you.
So you talk about talent a lot. Like you talk about talent when you see it, right? You told a story about Sexy Red. It was the first time you heard her. You know talent when you see it. You put out a lot of. I feel I know some talent too. I know talent when I see it too. You know what I'm saying?
It's according to what type of talent you're talking about. Girls, athletes,
talent.
Football players, stock. What talent are you referring to?
I want us to react. I want us to react to something I saw yesterday that was interesting to me, and I want you to tell me what you think.
Okay, I'm ready.
All right, so here we go. So this is a diss track from the girl Bad Barbie, the white girl
Barbie.
Catch Me Outside girl, the girl that went viral for Catch Me Outside, then she did OnlyFans and became rich. She's dissing. She's going at it with Alabama Barker, whatever. That don't matter.
Who is Alabama Barker?
Who is Alabama? None of that matters. Two young white. It's a white rap battle.
Two white rap people battling each other
between two young girls. They going at it about to do whatever. Besides the fact,
white people.
I want you to hear. Yeah, I want you to
white
hear
people
this
rapping.
In Black History Month, yes. I want you to hear this song and tell me what you think, all right?
Oh, God. Here we go. Alabama Barbie. I'm waiting. Are you going to put Alabama Barbie up? Is she like Trailer Park Barbie? Streeter, are you there? Ladies and gentlemen, while he gets his Alabama Barbie.
My name's Cloud. That stanky pussy got you kicked out the car.
Okay, we start it over. You can hear that?
Yes. See, I'm nasty over here, but he work. I guess he want to be nasty today. He bringing Alabama Barbie on here. Okay, we're ready to go. The audience is ready.
Okay. You can hear it? You can hear that?
Girl said we finna get canceled. One lady said we get ready to get canceled. Brimstone is him. Nope. We got the gist of that. And who is she battling against?
Alabama Barker. Like I'm not gonna put her. Alabama Barker. I think it's Travis Barker's daughter. They beefing about a dude, right? But what did you think about that track, bro?
No, I want to see the other girl. Can I see the other girl? Huh? Can I see the No,
because I don't care. The other girl that doesn't know. It don't matter.
She don't know?
What did you think about that track?
She doesn't know?
Who?
The Alabama Barker girl.
She knows. What you mean she don't know? I'm saying is
Bama Kane don't know. He from Alabama. He never heard of these people. Where you found these people at?
That's the Catch Me Outside girl. The girl that went viral for Catch Me Outside.
Is this in your little circle that you listen to, these little freaks?
I don't care about the battle. All I want you to do is I want you to hear that song, right? And tell me what you think.
I don't like her.
You don't like to talk to me.
I don't like her. Do some white girl rap. Don't be a wigger. Okay. Don't try to be black. Don't try to be Cardi B. Don't try to be one of these black girls. Don't try to be Sexy Red. Don't try to be Lotto. Don't try to be Be yourself. Be a little white girl slang. Sound like you in the valley or somewhere. And I do understand that there are white girls who act like black girls, who talk like black girls, but then those ones are quick to say nigga. I don't like that. That's not my vibe. Hey, look, thank God I still got a record company. I've not been putting music out, but soon to be putting out music, but I would not put something like that out. She was on Dr. Phil. See, this girl is a media whore.
She became famous from saying it was "Catch Me Outside." I think her mom brought her on
Catch Me Outside to do what?
Fight.
See what I'm saying? She's
right.
trying to take everything of the black culture and apply it to herself. That is what she's trying to do. She's trying to look and oh, that's what black girls do. Because on Twitter, y'all got all these black girls fighting each other outside. She's trying. She's not displaying. See, art imitates life.
Mm-hmm.
Now, if she did that video in the trailer park, then I'll be like, oh, okay. But you need to be talking trailer park lingo. Then that means she'll be poor white trash. But she's doing the video as if she Cardi B, and you're not Cardi B. So I would respect her more if she was ratchet in her own way, in her own environment. I mean, let's face it. I mean, you got more white people on welfare than it is black people. You got they got hoods. Their hood is the trailer park.
They hood
Take
ain't
your
cool.
ass in the trailer park and do a motherfucking video. If you want to be sexy white girl, and you need to be using trailer park lingo where the trailer park people can understand what you're saying and you on their vibe. Don't do that. You ain't going outside, little girl. You're too light ass and you ain't got enough scars on your face. So don't do that. You're just trying to look at what black girls do, what your impression of what black people do and black girls do, and you want to then spit that shit. No, we're not doing that. No, go away. Go away, little girl.
Go away.
Go away. Because you ain't got no daddy. You think you black. No.
So all broke white people from the trailer park, Luke?
It's more white people on welfare than there's black people. They'll let you believe. Hold on. Let me give you an education. And you and everybody else.
That wasn't my question. That wasn't my question. So all broke white people are from the trailer park?
Listen, there are more Streeter. There are more white people on welfare than it is black people. That's a fact. Of
course it is.
You can look it up.
Of course it is.
But they don't let you know that. There are more white people affected by DEI than black people. But they won't let you know that. Because they make it seem like, oh, yeah, it's a black thing, DEI. Affirmative action. No. It's more white people being affected by, we're probably fifth on the list. We ain't the brokest motherfuckers in America. Hello. So they try to give us that. They give us that jacket, Streeter. They give us that jacket. So going on over there to the trailer park.
So you just thought a little white girl rapping and send her back to the trailer park?
I would respect her if she was over there rapping like Eminem. I respect Eminem.
Hold up now, Luke. You wouldn't want anybody saying, "Let me hear a little black boy rap." Nah, man, going back to the hood. That's where you're supposed to be from.
No. I would say this.
Not knowing where he grew up at, right?
Let me tell you, I would respect
that. Grew up in the hood.
Let me break it down to you. Fresh Prince, Jazzy Jeff. Jazzy Jeff is a cool, clean. He's a uppity guy. Fresh Prince. He ain't hard. He represents a segment of black people who live the Huxtable life. You know,
right.
Then you got Jeezy. Jeezy lives the street life. Then you got Uncle Luke. He's from Miami. He lives the freaky and everybody running around naked with bikinis on in strip clubs and getting naked. They don't get naked all over the country. That's what a lot of people don't know. They only get naked probably in Miami and Atlanta. Everywhere else they got pasties on and underwear. They don't even get naked in New York. They don't get naked in LA. So art imitates life. Don't ever forget that. So if you're a little white girl and you want to be rapping, that's why Taylor Swift is so great, because she's singing her songs to to a demographic of little white girls that love her. She ain't trying to be hood. Now she'll try to get out there and shake her little bony ass when the black song come on, but that's about it. You feel me? Miley Cyrus, you know, what her problem was, she started taking black dick. And then now she tried to, you know,
hey,
jump out there, and then she kind of lost her little country thing, and she got to, you know, resurrect herself.
Obviously, this one been taking black dick too. But look, I thought the song
but that don't make her black.
I thought the song and the Kanye West sample was fire. And Kanye came out and commented on it and was like, no, I don't support it. But yes, I cleared the sample.
When the last time Kanye West had a black woman? I'll wait.
A black woman?
Yeah. When the last time Kanye West identified to black people's issues? This man said slavery didn't exist.
I think he identified
this man shitted on Martin Luther King. This man sat up in the White House with his Make America Great hat on. This man got a little white woman running around naked because he know damn well no black woman gonna be running around walking to no award show butt naked. So don't give me no Kanye West. Give me somebody else. Kanye, what's the problem? Since you want to go off into this entertainment tantrum and take us all the way, since we on entertainment, what's going on with Cameron and Chad Johnson, Ocho Cinco?
I don't know. Cameron them find somebody to argue with every goddamn season. I'm starting to think it's all staged.
You think it's staged?
Yeah, I said they find somebody to beef with every season.
Cameron is saying some real harsh things to Chad Johnson, and you know I know Chad like I know Chad. You know, Chad was one of the first players to play at Liberty City Optimists when I started the program over 30 years ago. He was one of my first players, and I look, we come from the same place and we cut from the same cart, and if it's staged, then Chad is not going to look for Cameron to fight him. I'm gonna just say that. If Chad don't look for Cameron to then get in a fisticuff with him, then I'll say it's staged. Because the average dude from Liberty City, when those kind of harsh words are said, then we looking for a fight. We got to fight. We got to do something. We got to touch it up, whether we win or lose. It's got to be a fight. It's got to be, okay, we gotta settle this like men. Now, if it's staged, then Chad ain't gonna do nothing. And even though we grown right now, those type of words, the results of those type of words are ends up in a fight. You know, I know Cameron. I like Cameron. You know, I think they're doing an excellent job with their podcast. You know, I salute anybody for their work. You know, I know them in the music business. You know, I love what they're doing. You know, and people go check them out. But at the end of the day, you know, when it gets that hard, it has to be, you know, maybe they need to get in the ring and have a little boxing match and donate the money to charity. But they need to touch each other up. Why you looking?
Cameron got a little bit out of shape, didn't he?
Oh, he was heated. He said some real harsh words. I don't know.
Yeah, he got a little bit out.
I don't know if you got the clip, but in other entertainment news, which is entertainment and somewhat politics, you got Joy Reid went off the air. MSNBC fired her last week, and she ended up going off the air. Now, the last prominent person who attacked Donald Trump, last prominent black woman who attacked Donald Trump when they were on the air back in the days was Jamel Hill when she was on ESPN, and she had some harsh words to say about Donald Trump. She would say that they didn't fire her because of Donald Trump, or she didn't get fired. She didn't left on her own. Mm-hmm. But it was around the time that happened. And so Joy gets dumped off the air. MSNBC had only had in their lifetime of existence 3 anchor women, 3 women who were anchors, black women who were anchors, and they kicked them off the air. You got Laura on Fox celebrating white woman, Megyn Kelly celebrating white woman who claimed everybody at whatever one of them networks raped her, and that's her claim to fame. She eventually got kicked off there, but it goes to say that we live in a fucked up society where people that are in the same business would just jump on top of somebody and celebrate them losing their job. But I guess that's what it is. I mean, what you think about that?
I mean, you tweeted the other day that she was going to be okay. You know something?
She going to be okay. Yes. I mean, look at the people that's off the air. Look at these networks. What people need to realize, something that Roland Martin told me a long time ago, was that these networks don't want black people on there to be black. They don't want to really speak their mind. They want them on these networks. That's why I stopped looking at the news. I don't look at that shit on cable news. I look at the regular news, get it in, get it over with, get out, tell me who shooting over here, what happened, give me that shit like that. Fast and the Furious. I don't look at that, because Streeter, you got to understand what's going on over there. Those people, those are what they consider shows, and those shows have a tendency of having opinions, and their opinion, that's not freedom of the press. Those people have opinions. I mean, that's your opinion, Tucker. But at the end of the day, those shows are opinionated shows, and they don't fall up on the press, up under the freedom of the press. And so my point is this: when you have the Joy Reids and you have the Morning Joe, who went and bent the knee, who went and kissed Trump ass, and I guess and their ratings tanked and they didn't throw them off. So you look at it, it's a balancing act. It's clear racism. It don't get no worse than that. It's clear. I mean, they don't want black people delivering the news to nobody, especially on an opinionated show. They'll let you deliver the news locally because you ain't using your opinion. But as far as you as a black person giving your opinion, they don't want that. That's not what America right now is trying to be about. And so when you have that going on, it becomes an issue. And so Joy Reid off the air. But like I say, Roland Martin told me this a long time ago. They don't want black people on there. Roland Martin was on CNN, and he talked from a black perspective. And what did they do with Roland Martin? He won't say he got fired. He said he resigned. He moved on. He started his Black Star Network, which is doing very good. Don Lemon, a black gay guy. I did not like Don Lemon. He said some choice words about hip-hop music. I don't like him. But at the end of the day, there were people that liked him. He's black. They kicked him off the air. Now he's doing good. He's on TikTok doing social media and all that stuff like that. Tiffany Cross was doing great. They eventually, and when she spoke from the black perspective, then they kicked them off. If you ain't a sellout black person, like most of those guys that you have on ESPN, and really willing to throw black people under the bus, that grandfathers you in. If you're gonna shit on some black athletes, you're good. If you're a black woman on ESPN, if you're a black woman on ESPN and you got a white husband and you're willing to shit on black professional athletes, you're good. You're grandfathered in. If you're a black guy on there and you're willing to throw black athletes under the bus, you're good. You're good. You ready? And that's how that works. And unfortunately, that's the world that we live in. Hey, look, the best thing can happen is people do like what we do and like what you've been doing for many years. Create your own media platform and do your own shit, because they ain't going to let you be black. They ain't going to let you speak from the black perspective. When them producers come in there and tell you, hey, man, no. When you say, no, man, that ain't how the shit go. Them people fucked him over because he black. They ain't trying to have you say that. They'll be like, oh, you want to say that? Go on there and say that shit. And then they'll be looking for your replacement right then. and easing your ass out the back door, and you won't even know it.
So Luke, the thing is, it's now this is crazy now because when you go on Twitter, right? Think about it. Everybody in the comment section, when you open up Twitter, what is the first thing you see come down your timeline? Luke, what's the first thing you see? I don't know. Maybe I don't know. What's the first thing you see?
Nasty work.
Next time, pay attention, right? Here's the crazy thing. We think media and news is just entertainment, something we get. No, media and news controls conversation. It controls the people. Every time the TV told my mom to put on a mask for COVID, she did it. Like every time, first time, second time, third time, right? Like the news and narratives control people. So if they start controlling the media again, right? All the media, and it's just what they think. That controls how people think. People who can't think for themselves, right? So Twitter is owned by Elon Musk. Elon Musk is obviously down with Trump. The first thing I see every time I open Twitter is something from Elon Musk or something from Trump. I don't follow none of that stuff.
He
owns it. He controls it. So what I'm trying to tell y'all though, you have to be able to think for yourself.
Yes.
Do not get caught up in the narratives and the things that's coming down the timeline, because if they're going to control, if he's going to scare everybody off the air and bully everybody into supporting him, and all you hear is support for him, that's scary, bro.
Well, that's the play, Streeter. That is the play.
So
that's the play. That's the play that we don't understand. That's the play that most people don't understand, which I understood long years ago. Listen, the main artery of America is media, medicine, and the law.
Yep.
Media, medicine, and the law. And media comprised of entertainment as well. Jewish people normally ran that. You had mostly prominent Jewish lawyers, Jewish doctors, and Jewish people who run Hollywood and the media. Now, a lot of other people have said, okay, hey, look, we got to wage a take back. And so if more people are on social media and trust what they read on social media than that what they see in the media, radio losing their ass off. Anybody listen to the radio station? Anybody looking at the news? Anybody looking at TV? They're looking at streaming movies. They're looking at streaming. Nobody got time for that. And then they go into social media, they're strolling. You got TikTok, you got Twitter, you got Facebook, you got whatever you get, you got Instagram, you got all these different platforms. And so what happened? Mark Zuckerberg, he jumped on that Instagram and that Facebook, and they were getting it from the Musk. Elon Musk then sees that, then do what? Go, the richest man in the world, and say, look, we got to go buy this Twitter because I need to control the narrative. So what people don't understand is this. When these big oligarchs and conglomerates, they don't start right now. Their plan started 5 years ago. It's not a plan for now. It's a bigger picture. It's a big picture. I ain't gonna be like, oh, right now I want to be the best NFL agent in America. I'm gonna go take the test and I'm gonna go get a whole bunch of athletes and I got a whole bunch of money. Don't work like that. It's steps. So Elon Musk took his steps. Look at TikTok right now. Congress passed a law to shut TikTok down. And it shut down for one day. And Donald Trump then said, oh, we're going to bring TikTok back. Why? with an executive order. Why? Overrule what Congress had already voted on. Why? Because TikTok was favorable to him. When he looked at the numbers, he said it's favorable to him. And so what is he saying now? I want an American company to purchase it. So that means I'm putting out the dogwood. So I want one of my friends to purchase TikTok so we can own TikTok and Twitter. So we can push the narrative. That's why my parents always told me, my uncle and my dad, they said that's the idiot box. The TV is the idiot box. You need to learn how to understand what's going on in the news and understand what's going on in Hollywood. Have you ever seen, and I'm going to get real interested here. Have you ever seen a movie where they depicted a Jewish person as a bad person?
A Jewish person as a bad person.
As a villain. Like you hear all these stories.
How you know he's Jewish?
The same way you know, the same way you know he Italian. The same way you know he trailer park trash. The same way you know he's black from the hood. The same way you know he Colombian. Everybody got a tag. Black people, oh, they're the bad people. They got dreadlocks and they go shoot up the place and they all sell drugs and they're all drug dealers. Italians, oh, they're the mafia, they're the mob. The trailer park guy, he's a Aryan Nation, he's a KKK member, he hate black people and all that. We all got tags.
Hispanics said it again, right?
Oh, they're part of the cartel.
Hellraiser look Jewish to me.
Noriega. We all got, so when you control Hollywood, you don't then go saying bad shit about yourself. When you control Twitter, like Elon Musk and this other shit, TikTok, you control these people. They know how, like you say, the most important thing you said right here. Yeah, you're right. And they jumped on what his name for that movie. When he did a movie like that, one of those big time actors. He ain't did a fucking movie since.
What was his name? The one who talked crazy about Kamala. What's his name? They'll say it in the chat.
But my thing is this, Streeter, is you got to know what to align yourself with. So this is the perfect world.
Mel Gibson.
Black people are winning doing podcasts, but we need to do Black People Podcast Convention, and we need to then control the messaging. If all Black people doing podcasts, if Stephen A. Smith, if Shade Room, if you name Shannon Sharp, and if Cameron, if all of these, if Don Lemon, if all these Black people are Roland Martin, just think about all them people coming together and saying, hey, look here, we're going to have us a big ass convention because we are media for Black people. We are media for the world. Because you got a little white girl you just showed on here, she want to be Black. A lot of white folks look and see, that's what they need to do. You got Barry White's son, owns a goddamn platform similar to Twitter. You don't see people running over there trying to jump over there. They need to take their ass over there. Matter of fact, I'm going to open me a goddamn account today.
I got one.
But see what I'm saying? But the thing is, Streeter, what you have to understand is this. Yes, you're right. When that's what they do. Let me tell you how I learned this shit a long time ago, right? I learned this shit. They said Luther Campbell, he's a misogynistic pig. He's the worst shit in the world. He's the fucking Antichrist. He's the bad guy. And I'm sitting up there like, huh? Who the fuck they talking to? I just said me so horny on the record. But because they controlled the media and because I was not affiliated with some record company owned by who you know who, or I wasn't a part of who by the man, who by who, the people who run, then okay, I become a target. We got to shut this Negro down. And so that is how it works. You got to be affiliated with somebody. So a lot of things that Kanye West says, I don't agree when he bashing a group of people, but a lot of stuff he says is really true. But then at the same time, he was playing the game with them people. And then now when they kicked him out the club, then he want to spray them, which I don't respect that.
A lot of stuff he do say is true, bro. If you listen to what he's trying to say or what he's saying, and you can listen to it without judgment, a lot of stuff he's saying stuff people won't say.
He's saying stuff, but you was kicked out of the club. And so a lot of people saying, oh, you saying that shit now because they kick your ass out of the club, but you weren't saying that shit when they were giving you that paper. You feel me? So at the end of the day, my point is this, Street, and we can move on because this shit here we're in a very good time right now. You got Black Twitter, which they can't stop. Elon Musk, he's trying to stop it with these psyops, these Tariq Nasheeds and all them people in the world and all them other little cronies that they got on there. You know what the pastor said, that they were runaway slaves. You know, you have that. You're gonna have that. That's fine. That's okay. Let them do their thing and let them do them. But at the same time, my parents always told me how to read the news. When I was, I'm 60 some years old. When I was 10 years old, when I was fucking 10 years old, them people said, my uncle sat me down and said, look here, man, look at the news. Let's sit here and look at the fucking news. The news started off with how bad black people are. And I'm sitting there like, yeah, the niggas in the hood doing what? Robbing the store, robbed some white lady or did some crazy shit. That is how they're pumping that into everybody's household with kids in it and white people in it. And that's why when you get on the elevator, they clutch the purse because this is what they see on the news. That black people, all black people are bad. And that's the first thing you see on the fucking news. The next thing you see is what country that they want to put in your mind that we need to help, that we need to hate. At one point when I was young, it was the Russians. Now these motherfuckers in love with the Russians. Then it became the Chinese. Then it became the Japanese. All these people we were in war with. Now all of a sudden, it became the Arabian people, the Arabs. Oh, Muslim. Then they started doing movies about the Muslim. Oh, the Taliban. All Muslim people in the movie bad. All people in the movies that's Russian. Oh, turn. And then, so they just kept pumping that shit us through the movies, through media, through everything. So we just looked at a Russian person, oh, you're fucking bad. You all are Hitler. You know, that's propaganda. You can't get, just like you say, you got to be able to think for yourself. So they put out in the media that all of us are bad people. And then you start seeing what? Black professors with dreadlocks getting thrown down in the college campus. This motherfucker just came from a class. But thank God for these damn cell phones. We've been catching people. Oh, you're racist. They weren't prepared for that. So again, the most beautiful time in our life right now, and we need to capitalize off it. The mere fact that we can come on here and have these conversations on this platform. You got your platform. I got my platform. All these other beautiful people. Joy Reid gonna be okay. That's what I said, because Joy Reid can fire up right now and put Reid out on her own, the Reid Network. And goddamn it, the same people who was looking at her show and the same people that want to spend some money. And we need to look at these people who are spending money. Because if you can spend money on Rogan, and if these the people who are constituents and our audience, then you need to spend marketing dollars with us. And that is where you hit the motherfuckers in the pocket. Because if you're not spending any marketing dollars through any of these black platforms that are on here, because this is our only source of media, then we don't need to be fucking with you. We don't need to be supporting you. We need to be protesting you. And we need to do it in a collective effort, Streeter. It needs to be done in a collective effort. Hey, all these black podcasters, black media, all come together, big black convention, and that's what we need to do. and not the shit that they got with the black the black press shit. Them people had Trump at their thing. No, no. Something need to be new.
Byron Allen been fighting for that for a while.
Yeah, Byron Allen had a vision a long time ago, and he's been implementing this vision. And you know, a lot of guys did it. So again, man, that's where we at. You know, it's the perfect time. It is the perfect time. Right there.
Yeah, he been fighting for that. He sued McDonald's. He got a $10 million lawsuit like McDonald's. I mean, he's been fighting for that a while. He's been saying that for a while too. That these companies they take black dollars, but they don't put any money back into black advertising, like in the podcast and to because Byron Allen owns the Weather Channel, like he owns the Weather Channel. But he I think he took it all the way up to the Supreme Court, fighting about this stuff. But you never really hear about it. I mean, look, I think, man.
What Chris said. Chris said,
if you
don't do that, Chris. We need you to keep that job, but we need to be.
He say he about to do what?
Chris say he about to go in the office and slap the shit out of somebody because Chris just realized, hey, look at man, that's why we do this. That's why we do this. Look, man, hey, when they say woke, I've been woke. We can't sit there and be crying like bitches. You need to take what you got. Club Shay, you got all these numbers. All these different platforms that are doing good. Black platforms that are doing great. I mean, we got a whole bunch of shade rooms. We got sports. We got Footballville. We got Roland Martins. We got all this shit. Just imagine we all have a damn convention and then we all collectively come together and say, this is how we're going to go at this shit here, because we are the media. We're the black newspaper. We are the Miami Times that used to be in at the crib. It ain't no more black newspaper. We the black fucking newspaper. Because we're going to give it to you blood raw. We're going to defend our people. We're going to call these goddamn Uncle Toms and these runaway slaves out. They can't control us. Ain't no goddamn producer in the back room saying, Luke, you need to say this or you need to be politically correct. If what? No. And you know what? When you keep it a buck, white people respect you and which I don't need no validation from no white person, but they respect you when you keep it a buck. Everybody respect you when you keep it a buck. Hey, moving right along, ladies and gentlemen. Let's get on over here to Cam Ward, Shedeur Sanders. Who you got?
Cam, baby.
And why?
And why?
Don't be biased. Take your little UM hat off. Take your love for Miami hat off. And let's keep it a buck. Based on the body of work. Based on the numbers. Who you got?
Who I got? Cam Ward. That ain't gonna change.
Why?
I think
this is where the difficult part comes in there.
Why? I got to see him up close, 10 games this year, right? And I think what I saw was a guy that's about to change the quarterback position. Like, I think I saw a guy that was so far ahead of defenses and college football in his thinking, that a lot of people who are looking at him don't understand what they're looking at. Oh, he holds the ball too much. Oh, he do this. And I think after watching him for like 10 games, because I went to every game except the Syracuse game, he seemed bored with college football to me. It seemed as if it wasn't a challenge for him. Him holding the ball sometimes was almost just like him being greedy. But when the game was on the line, he didn't hold the ball. When we was in California and Miami was down and was down at Lake Cal 3:00 in the morning, and they got that ball back on their own 6-yard line, and they had to go down there and score. That first play went for 70 yards. He didn't hold the ball. The first play went for 70 yards. He didn't hold the ball. I think when you see Cam and Shedeur working out together, Shedeur looks at him like he's big brother. So shit, you ain't gotta ask me. Ask Shedeur. I think he's a guy that's all football. He goes fishing and he plays football. He's locked in, man. I actually met his parents. I spoke to his parents numerous times this year. I know his story. Bro, it's Cam. But that's not taking nothing away from Shedeur. I think they both gonna go kick ass. But it's Cam.
You done? Are you done?
Oh, I'm done, goddamn.
You sure you don't want to add no more to it?
Oh, no, I can add more to it. So, no, I'm done, bro.
Okay, let me just say this, because a lot of people obviously in the chat agrees with you, right? A lot of people, you're more than welcome to go into the chat, ladies and gentlemen, and say what you have to say. No problem. We'll post it on here. I'm gonna say this. I'm gonna play. I know you because me and you've talked about this on numerous occasions where you know my point. You know I have a problem with holding the football. I'm gonna say I like Shedeur over Cam. And why? I like Shedeur because Shedeur went into a situation and Shedeur had the balls to go to black college and he won. Shedeur went to Power 5, took over a team that was 1 and whatever and lost every game. He took over that team. He was a quarterback. He came in and turned Colorado into a winner. They won 4 games the first year. They came back and won just as many games as Cam. Cam was at Washington. Granted, yes, he went from JUCO and some other places and all that, and he has more games than Shedeur on the field. So yes, that makes him more experienced than Shedeur because he went the long route. Cam goes out there, plays at Washington State, which people don't remember. Cam was the quarterback of a team that went 1-8. His last 8 games, he went 1-7. In his last 8 games with fumbles, with fucking interceptions, and all those things. And I say that to say this. Yes, it was a bad team. It was bad offensive line. It was a bad everything scheme and all that. But it wasn't as worse as what Shedeur had to deal with when he was over at fucking Colorado. It was even worse. He had guys that had no business playing offensive line. Shedeur took more hits than fucking law allowed. And got back up and kept playing. Got back up and kept fighting. Got back up and kept throwing that motherfucking ball. In his first year and in his second year, Cam got the luxury of having a Mario Cristobal offensive line where he could have just stood back there with a fucking cape on and ain't nobody was getting ready to touch him. Because he got dudes out there that's 6'6" and 6'5" and been in the program and got developed by Mario Cristobal, arguably one of the, if not the best, or one of the best college football offensive line coaches, where he could stand back there with a cape on and play 7-on-7 versus Shedeur out there taking these fucking hits, but still putting up the same numbers as Cam. He needed to get the ball out. You see this boy over here at goddamn Chicago, he was playing around with that football in college, and he took that same thing because you are what you are. You want to hold that motherfucking ball and try to zip it in and show your arm strength? You need to be doing that in your senior year in college. Miami would not have been in all those situations if he'd have played the game the way that he played the game, like you so eloquently spoke of it, Oh, when he needed to get the ball out, when they were down, he got the motherfucking ball out. You do that at the beginning of the game because it becomes a habit. You're not going into the NFL doing the same thing. Ask that guy over there in Chicago. He hold that motherfucking ball. He probably got 30 sacks because he came from college with a bad habit of holding the ball, thinking his arm strength was going to bail him out. Couldn't do that because them boys is running 4-2 back there. They'll jump in a fucking window just as fast as all outdoors, and you'll find yourself getting booked. And then you'll find yourself holding the ball for real because you now scared to throw it. So Mr. Shedeur did not have the luxury of having what Mr. Cam has. Yeah, he's more promoted. His daddy is a big-time star. They're on national TV, both of them on national TV, but Shedeur had to go through hell and high waters. And by the way, he only did how many years in college? 3 years versus Mr. Cam. How many years he done?
8.
8. Hello. So that's my point. So I look. I got one guy that would not. It's like a girl. Would you rather have a girl who had about 8 different men, or would you have one who had 3? Now both of them gonna be great. Both of them gonna be great. Both of them gonna be great. But Shedeur did not have no offensive line, and Martinez and Fletcher it's back there like that. Shedeur, he didn't have that shit.
That ain't Cam's fault. Nobody.
No, it's not Cam's fault. But Cam should have been putting 50 on all these motherfuckers. He only came alive when we got down. Stop it, Streeter. You saw them games when this man couldn't hit a deer in headlights at the beginning of the game. I'm like, what the fuck? And then all of a sudden now we find ourselves in a game because we going 3 and out and we ain't got no business going 3 and out because the ball was airmail or the ball was thrown on the ground. Huh? You saw the games?
Ooh, come on, bro. Nobody got it out the mud like Cam. Cam came out of high school a no-star. His coach did not allow him to throw the ball. He ran a fucking wing T in high school. So everything he done did, right, was purely off his merit. Like, because he came and he had to get it out the mud. He had to start at the bottom. It ain't his fault Miami had a good offensive line. And some of them damn sacks for Shedeur was his fault. Goddamn ball stuck to his hands sometimes. Shedeur didn't have a running game, didn't have an offensive line. That's fine. I don't think either takes away from who the quarterback is. That's like you saying, oh man, you got nice things. That's like the argument that only ballers come from the hood.
Okay, when you go,
your son is an athlete. He's not being raised in the fucking hood.
When you go play,
he out here killing this shit.
Okay, let me just say this. I'm gonna say this. When you go, okay, here we go. Both of these motherfuckers is going to sorry ass teams.
Right.
With sorry ass offensive lines. So who's gonna be the better quarterback? Who knows how to function with a sorry ass offensive line? Is it Cam or is it Shedeur? Hello. Now, get y'all ass in the chat now on that. Come on, chat. Don't fucking get weak now. Who you gonna draft? Who the guy that's gonna be better off under those circumstances? Because both of them going to sorry ass teams with no offensive line. So now, can Cam function with the sorry ass offensive line? No. One out of 8 games. L, almost worse than LL Cool J.
Cam. They both going to sorry teams.
Shedeur. He can function with a sorry ass offensive line. Cam needs to have all the shit laid out. He need to have all the bells and whistles. He need to have this big old offensive line. He need to have Damian Martinez. You're not gonna have that. You're going to a sorry ass fucking shit in Nashville.
Luke, mark my word, Luke. Everybody get your screen record on. Cam Ward will be NFL Rookie of the Year.
Period. Where?
What?
He ain't going. Listen,
what?
Cam Ward is not going. If he go to the dumbass Giants who got rid of Saquon Barkley, how many other motherfuckers they got rid of? If he goes
to the Commanders, was the Washington Commanders good?
Hey,
was the Washington Commanders
look here, somebody, I don't know who it's gonna be, but somebody gonna end up like that motherfucker quarterback who over there in Carolina. Oh God! Y'all thought he was the next coming of Christ, coming out of Alabama, and what happened? He had that big ass cornbread offensive line, big black greasy motherfucker standing up there like, ain't nobody finna touch you, and stood back there, just threw that motherfucker when he wanted to throw it, how he wanted to throw it, and had nobody touch him. But when his ass started getting touched the fuck up, shit got real. So all I know is one guy prevailed when shit got real, and the other one got prevailed.
Rookie of the Year, dog.
Okay, we'll leave you on that. Steve Smith. I'm sorry. Talked about Steve Smith earlier last week, and we kind of got on that. Steve Smith, by the way, ladies and gentlemen, that's my friend. Is it the woman's fault for giving him some, entertaining him, or is it Steve Smith's fault for going after the woman?
It's the woman's fault. Steve Smith don't owe her husband nothing, even though he said, I'm sorry. He don't owe her nothing. And as a man, we know that. We know that guy don't owe us anything. Of course it's her fault. And the women control everything. They got the key. They open up the door. Like the women always control it. They have to let the person in. You don't just do alakazoo and magically end up in somebody's panties.
Streeter, stop that.
No, I'm not stopping.
Why is it the woman's fault?
Men are hunters. But the women have to say yes, especially a married one. Like, he had no business even calling Steve. Hey, Steve, you're fucking my wife. What you got to say about that? He had no business calling him. Woman's fault, dog.
Listen.
It's always, Luke, the women have to say yes. Unless you out here raping women or doing something crazy, the women have to say yes.
Why it can't be both of them? Why you want to put it all on the woman? It takes two to tango.
When you say fault, right? So Steve Smith was married.
You said it's the woman's fault. You said it's because she got to open her legs up. You ain't even say it like that. She got to open her legs up. She got to be the willing participant. She got to be the one that entertains it, and it's her fault.
She has to say yes.
And these people over here talk. You're just as worse because the woman has to agree to sleep with the man with you. You can pursue all you want. If she say no, then no. Look, y'all can't have it both ways, Streeter. Okay, you know the woman is the prey and the man is the hunter in a lot of situations. You know that, Streeter. You know that the women are out here. And men have a tendency of being able to talk their way into women panties. So that has always been that way. You always got a girl and you told all these beautiful things and you found yourself having a good talk game and you go brag to your homeboys, man, I got a rap game out of this world. What is your rap game? Your rap game is to be able to talk a woman into her panties, Streeter. You know that. So that's so putting it on a man. A man, if you're a married man, you don't need to be having no conversation with no single woman, no married woman either, single or nothing. It takes two to tangle. Both of them are at fault, in my opinion. You don't go pursuing this woman. If this woman call you up right now, I've had women when I was married. By the way, I was the best husband in the world.
Steve Smith was married?
Yes, he's married.
Oh, shit.
I'm married. And I've had, when you're married, more women pursue you when you're married. They prefer going after a married man than they prefer going after a single man. They say they want a single man, but they want to go after the married man because everybody wants what everybody else has. And so when the girl comes, you got to be strong enough to be like, no, I'm good, sweetheart. Because I'm not going to subject myself to this because I don't want you looking at me any kind of way anyway. That was my mindset. No, you ain't finna look at me like I'm a hoe. You ain't finna be disrespecting my wife. That's how I looked at it. Yeah. I know I could get a piece of ass anywhere. That's easy. Yeah. One thing about it, pussy ain't hard to find and hard to get. One problem a man don't have is pussy problems. Let's keep it a buck.
Speak for yourself, Lou.
Then that's your problem. You need to go get checked because that shit comes a dime a dozen.
Speak for yourself, Mr. Scar. Some of these dudes got pussy problems. Speak for yourself.
Why am I gonna go sleep with somebody else's wife or girlfriend? I ask him right now. Right now I'm single. I say, look, do you have a man? Do you have a husband? Are you seeing somebody? Because if that's the case, I don't want nothing to do with that. What you mean speak for myself? You ain't got no women problem. Ain't nobody in this chat got no women problem. And women ain't got no man problem.
Luke, speak for yourself, man. Some lame niggas out here, but I don't even know how to talk to women, dog. Speak for yourself. I know you've been famous for 40 years and you can't remember what it felt like. You know what I'm saying? Speak for yourself. Some of these dudes got some women problems. Some of these dudes can't even get their wife in the bed. Speak for yourself, dog.
Hey, look here, man. That's it. Well, if you got women problem, then and you need some consultation on how to get a woman, I gave you the blueprint long time ago. All you gotta do is put that motherfucking song on, We Want Some Pussy, and just sit back and look at it right in the eyes. Somebody say, hey, we want some pussy. And you just sit there and look at her, and then she know what time it is, and then you say, okay, how I want to get it. Face down, ass up. That's the way we like to fuck. And then she gonna look at you and be like, okay, you ain't got no pussy. Listen, you don't have women problems.
I'm finna try that. That only work for the motherfucker who sing the song, Luke.
No, it don't. Streeter, all you got, hey, Streeter, if you need, listen, anybody need any consultation, if you got women problems, hey, if you got any kind of issues of getting a woman, I might have to open up a consultation class because I don't think that exists out there. If it is, that would be big business because I can tell you in less than 30 minutes how to get you a woman. In less than 30 minutes. Listen, I don't know. I ain't never had no problem before I became Uncle Luke. When I was in high school, maybe it was my long hair. Look, I'm like, hey, you want to braid my hair? And I go sit between their legs, and before you know it, I'm rubbing on their legs. And they rubbing on me.
Some of these dudes struggle, Luke.
If you're struggling, I'm gonna give you free counseling. Listen, anybody that's struggling with getting a girl, please, I will give you free consultation. Just hit me in the DM. Just hit me in the DM. I'll help you out. I'll give you free consultation for the first time, and then the second time, I'm gonna have to charge you.
You wild, man.
And the man just said this, Streeter, you're speaking for yourself. This young man don't have no problem getting no women.
Are you speaking for yourself? Y'all done see my lady. I ain't got no problem with no lady. I done have my lady on camera. I ain't had a problem, but some of these dudes can't get their wife in bed. Some of these dudes getting it one time a month. Look.
If you getting it one time a month, then you might need to have a conversation with your wife and have it down the lines of, look, baby, if you ain't gonna give it to me, then I'm gonna have to get it from somewhere else. And I'm just giving it a buck and give it to you up front. And then she gonna run tussle and all that there. But then at the end of the day, like here, look here, if you ain't satisfying me, then do you expect me to go somewhere else to get satisfied? Or we get ready to have an open relationship? Because if that's what we get ready to do, then okay, let me know.
And these dudes scared to talk. These dudes scared to talk to their lady like that, man. They don't know stuff like that work.
Hey, Streeter, listen, man. Listen, we'll be back on Friday. We're gonna continue this conversation on Friday.
Man, we bullshit up here, man.
We gonna what?
We ain't doing no bullshit up here today, man. We educated the people about media. We okay, we talked about war.
I want to educate some of these people about representation, but we'll tackle that on Friday.
We're gonna keep tackling that.
That's gonna be everlasting throughout the weekend because a whole lot of people out there getting tricked and duped and all that. And then I wanted to touch on another topic, but I ain't gonna get into it because we will get into it. But again, ladies and gentlemen, we want to thank you all for being on here today. Nasty Work. We are on the air Monday, Wednesday, and Friday. Today, I was ready to go at 10 a.m., but Streeter wasn't ready to go. And he the man that always keep telling me about being on time. We got to do the show every week on the same time. We got to do it every week on the same time. Where you at, Luke?
Hey, Bird,
what we on time every week.
Tell them what we do with snitches, Bird, in the villain. What we do with snitches in the villain section, Bird, huh? Luke up here just snitchy. He talking about what go behind back though. What we do with snitches, Bird?
I'm not. What you mean? I'm giving.
We just going back, bro. Oh man, it's pretty be late all the time. You dude that be going to the supervisor, telling on your coworkers. That's exactly who you is.
Exactly. Fire him.
That's exactly who you is.
We're sitting up here waiting to get the job done, and he's nowhere to be found. And then he told me 12 o'clock. And then he came on here fashionably late at 12:22.
Fashionably.
With 30 seconds late. Ladies and gentlemen, I am prompt and on time. And see, that's what you have to have. Carson Beck for Heisman. Yeah, I'll be a snitch. But I'm gonna say this before we leave. I'm gonna say this before we leave. Shouts out to Deep Riz on you. I'm gonna say this before we leave. You have still not provided. You have not provided the woman from Opelika who looks better than Holly Berry.
Oh, we searching. I'm finna put a whole
you will be doing this for a whole other year.
We searching.
Shout out to my girl Glow. You will be on here for a whole nother year.
Glow from Opelika?
Hey, listen, people. Streeter. Before we close this broadcast out, until he comes on here with some girl from Opelika and not the strip club 24 or whatever over there, until he comes from over here with a girl from Opelika that looks better than Holly Berry or even like Holly Berry, then that means Streeter is full of it. Oh, go to Opelika Flea Market. That's what they said. You might want to find one there.
I'm on a search. There has to be a woman in Opelika that look better than Holly Berry. Beauty only goes so high. So DM me. I don't know now. I think I may have one.
Hey,
when
you get one, you make sure you bring her on this show and have all of her photos and all of her videos. And we're going to be like, ladies and gentlemen, Streeter found the girl that looks better than Holly Berry, and then we want you all to judge her. That's what we're going to do, Streeter. But in the meantime, ladies and gentlemen, we will see you on Friday, God willing. We want you all to go and have a rested, productive week. The day is hump day, is Wednesday. Is take the garbage out, dump the garbage. It's a beautiful time here in South Florida and all around the world. We're going to start doing this show on location because we have several locations that we've secured right now, and it's going to be a beautiful thing. We'll have more guests to come on here. And if you have somebody that you want us to interview or talk to, put it over here. Go to Mr. Streeter's DM and we'll bring him on. Hi. Oh, my good friend, Lamar Thomas. What's up, Lamar? LT, baby, in the place to be. LT said this. What the fuck happened there? Lamar Thomas said she definitely went through
Building 36 back in the day.
Exactly. See, everybody don't know about Building 36. But until the next time, ladies and gentlemen, I'll holler. Streeter, nasty work. It was a good one. Peace.
Make the booty go, 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 pop, pop, make the booty go, pop, pop.
I need some bad girls. I'm gonna let y'all hear my new song. I need some bad girls. Come on, baby. Come on, right here. You and you. Come on with that, your fine ass.